Scott Adams' Grand Adventure No. 4, Voodoo Castle, was released by Adventure International in 1979. It was written by Alexis Adams and features a 24-room map filled with generic descriptions and some voodoo buzzwords. It is, as of this time, the most uninteresting IFTA game I have played. As such, I've reworked my playthrough script since recording in my Model I Let's Play, and you will find it to be shorter and more curt. I am sorry if this bothers you. I just personally am not feeling this one. Check out my Model 1's Let's Play for a more comprehensive playthrough. By this time, you know the drill. TRS-80 COCO 3 using a Disk Extended Color Basic 2.1. I've converted the original 16K cassette to floppy disk using SBU by Computize Inc. Since I'm being brief, let's just jump right in. Let's check our directory. As you can see, this is the same disk we've been using before. This time we will be using Voodoo. No, we do not have lowercase. Adventure, version 5.73, Adventure 4, version 1.19, copyright Adams, 1979, box 3435, Longwood, Florida, phone 1305-862-6917. This program will allow you to have an adventure without ever leaving your armchair. You will find yourself in a strange new world. You will be able to look at, pick up, and otherwise manipulate the objects you find there. You will also be able to move from location to location. I will be your puppet in this adventure. You command me with 2-word English sentences. I have a vocabulary of over 120 words, so if word doesn't work, just try another. Some commands I know: score, help, save game, inventory, quit. Please don't copy or accept a pirated copy of Adventure. Would you like to restore previously saved game? No. Welcome to Adventure 4, Voodoo Castle by Alexis Adams. Dedicated to all moms. I am in a chapel. Visible items, closed coffin. Obvious exits are north, south, east, and west. This is the standard layout for the S.A.G.A games, the top portion being the room you are in, the bottom portion being your interactivity with the game itself. Here we go. We are going to open the coffin. Examine the coffin. A sign here says Count Christo's been cursed. There's one way for him to free. Find it and he'll go free. There's a man here wearing a sapphire ring. Let's get the ring. And then we are going to go east. In a tunnel, visible items, bloody knife, massive stone door with a sapphire set into it. Obvious exits, west. We already know that we need to wave the ring. So we're going to wave it and the ring grows and the door vanishes. There is now a slick chute leading downward. Let's get the knife. And then we will go down the chute. In a room in the castle, visible items, black, slippery chute leading up, crack in the wall, hole in the wall. Get the plaque, and then we are going to go back through the hole. Here we are in medium Megan's mad room. Megan is the name of Scott and Alexis' daughter. There is a crystal ball here. The only exit is west, the way we came from. Let's examine the ball, and it will have spirit vibrations drive us from the room back to the tunnel. This is where we took the chute down. From here, we're going to go west back into the chapel, and then west again in a large ballroom. Visible items, large fireplace. Obvious exit is east. We are going to go to the fireplace. In a large fireplace, visible items, close through, dusty idol. Let's get the idol, and then we will go south into the large ballroom again, east into the chapel, south again. In a dingy-looking stairwell, visible items, broken glass, stairs. Obvious exits are north, south, east, and west. We're going to get the glass, and then go up the stairs. In a parlor, visible items, Juju Man statue. Obvious exits are down. Let's get the statue, and then head back down into the stairwell, and west into a dungeon. Visible items, pocket shovel, open jail cell. Obvious exits are south and east. We're going to ignore the jail cell. Get the shovel, and then go south, back into a torture chamber. Visible items, tiny open door. Some obvious exits are north and east. We are going to go east into the armory. Visible items, shield, dull and broken sword, knight's suit of armor. Obvious exits are west. Let's get the shield, and while we are at it, let's get the sword. From here, we are going to go west into the torture chamber again with the tiny open door, north into the dungeon with the cell, east into the dingy-looking stairwell, east again into a room in the castle with a big kettle. Obvious exits are north and west. Let's move the kettle, because we need to get into a hole that is here. The hole was underneath the kettle. It is too dark to see. I'm going to dust the idol. As I dust the idol, it begins to glow. I'm in a room in the castle. Visible items, rabbit's foot. Obvious exits are up. Let's get the foot. And as you see, we have hit inventory cap. So let's check our inventory. Bloody knife, plaque, broken glass, shield, brightly glowing idol, sapphire ring, dull and broken sword, pocket shovel, Juju Man statue. We no longer need the ring, so we will drop the ring. Then while we are here, let's read the plaque. Plaque says safe 3833. Let's drop the plaque. And let us not forget that we needed the foot, the rabbit's foot. Then we shall go up, which puts us back into the room with the kettle and the hole, and then go north. In a room in the castle, visible items, animal heads. Some obvious exits are south and east. Let's get the animal heads. Open the safe. Safe's combination lock is numbered from 33 to 38, so we shall turn 38, turn 33, open the safe now, examine the safe. There is an antique hammer in here. Why would somebody put an antique hammer in a safe? Let's get rid of the heads before I forget to. Go east into the room in the castle with a cast iron pot. Obvious exits east and west. Go east again into a lab. Visible items, juju bag, chem tubes, labeled chemicals. Obvious exits are west. You must have the shield when you go in this room, or else one of the things will explode and kill you. Let's get the chemicals. One of the test tubes exploded. Mix the chemicals. And then drink the chemicals. There is a clap of thunder. I am now 4 feet tall. We are going to go back and get the hammer. And then go south into the room with the kettle and the dark hole. West into the dingy-looking stairwell. I'm going to drop the statue here. I'm also going to drop the knife here. And then go west into the dungeon with the open jail cell. Go south into the torture chamber. The door is now a wide open door. So let's go to the door. In a graveyard, visible items, graves, rusting saw. Obvious exits are east. Let's examine the grave. Amongst the graves is a 4-leaf clover. A sign here says, "This grave reserved for you." Let's get the clover. This is one of the items we need for the solution. And get the saw that is in the area. And then let us head back east into the torture chamber, north into the dungeon, east into the dingy-looking stairwell where we dropped the juju statue and the bloody knife, north again into the chapel, and then west into the ballroom where the large fireplace was. Let's go into the fireplace and open the flue that we found here. I hear strange sounds as if someone were moaning. Let's go through. I am in a chimney. Visible items, soot, wood boards nailed to chimney wall. Obvious exits are down. Let's get the nails. Nails were rusted, but I got them out. Drop the nails. We no longer need the antique hammer. Let's get the boards that are now available, which opens a grating. Let's saw the grating. It seems hard work, but it seems to be coming loose. Okay, I've got it. There is now a button in the wall. Press button. Heavy-duty exhaust fan comes on and sucks me up. I hear strange sounds as if someone were moaning. I am in a narrow part of the chimney. Visible items, stuck chimney sweep. Some obvious exits are down. Let's push the sweep. Sweep pops out, thanks me, hands me piece of paper, then vanishes. Let's read the paper. Says, say zap to restore someone changed to stone. Down into the chimney, down into the large fireplace, south into the large ballroom, east into the chapel with the open coffin, south in a dingy-looking stairwell where we left the knife and the Juju Man statue. Let's say zap. There's a clap of thunder, and then suddenly the stone statue begins to crack. I may be in trouble now. There's someone in the room with me. I hear someone mumbling. Let's go ahead and drop the paper. I do not need that anymore. And while we are at it, drop the boards. Now let's listen to what he says. My bag is now yours. Its magic will help you crack the curse. Crack being set apart like that tells you that it is a crew. From here we go east into a room in the castle with the kettle in the dark hole. North, which puts us in the room with the safe. East, where the iron pot was. East again, into the laboratory. We want to get the bag. We are carrying too much. What can I get rid of? Let's drop the saw. Get the bag now. Then go west into the room with the cast iron pot. West again into the room with the safe. South, where the kettle and the dark hole are. West, back to where the Juju Man is. Check our inventory again. I forgot to drop the grating. Let's get the knife, then go north, then go north again from the chapel. We're in a room in the castle. Visible items, open window. The four-leaf clover keeps this window open. If you come in here and you do not have the four-leaf clover, the window will close. Go window. On a ledge, visible items, a doll. Let's get rid of the shield. Get the doll. Go south back inside into the room with the open window. Let's open the bag and then examine the bag. There's a book in there. There is a stick in there. Let's drop the glass. Get the stick. Get the book. We are carrying too much. Drop the shovel. Get the book. Go south into the chapel and drop the idol. Go east into the tunnel where we go down the chute. In a room in the castle, visible items, slippery chute leading up, crack in the wall, hole in the wall. We are going to wave the bag. There is a clap of thunder. As you can see, it is now a wide crack in the wall. Go into the crack. In a hidden voodoo room, visible items, a page torn from a book. Obvious exits are south. Let's get the page and then go south. And then go into the hole again, which leads us to Medium Megan's Mad Room, where we examine the crystal ball again, taking us back into the tunnel with the chute going downward. Go west into the chapel. Read the book. It says it is a book on removing curses. With knife in hand, you take a stand, circle coffin, and the rest of the page is missing. What shall I do? Read the page. Wave the stick and hold the lamp, and don't forget to yell chant. Oh yes, to help it succeed, a doll you will need. Let's drop the book, because we do not need it anymore. Get the idol, and then we need to put the rabbit's foot on Christo. There's a clap of thunder. And then we follow what it says. With knife in hand, you take a stand, circle coffin, and wave the stick, and hold the lamp, and don't forget to yell chant. Oh yes, to help it succeed, a doll you will need. So we are going to circle the coffin. Nothing happened. There's a clap of thunder. It's very dark. The only light is from the idol. And then wave the stick. Nothing happened. There's a clap of thunder. Double bubble, toil and trouble. The enchantations are about to peak. And then yell chant. There is a clap of thunder. Pins fall out of the doll. Hurrah! Look who's in the room. The adventure is over. Want to play again? And if you look at the top, a smiling Count Christo is now in the room. No, we do not want to play this game again. In my Model 1 Let's Play of this game, I described it as weak, more of a voodoo cottage than a voodoo castle. I still feel that applies. Maybe I'm being too harsh on it. I don't know. Just personally, I do not feel it lives up to the standards set by the games that precede it. In fact, I think it is a setback. Overall, it's not very friendly. Not to beginners, not to experts, not to logic, not to anyone. And that's pretty much all I have to say about it. If you wish to share this Let's Play with others, it is okay. You should warn them in advance that I'm not going to be nice to this game at all. This is about as harsh as I get, at least in public. Questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave them. If there's an IFTA you want to see, let me know, and I will check it out. If you want to like and or subscribe, okay, I'm not going to try and stop you. Every regular viewer is more motivation to keep this project alive. And I'm going to end it here. I hope your day goes better than Count Christo's went, and I look forward to our next adventure together.